Hello, yeah, so we would like to look at geometry. So we want to look at alternate and corresponding angle. For us to be able to understand that very well, we need parallel lines, right? From them parallel. So parallel lines are just lines drawn together, moving in the same or different direction without meeting. So these two lines are referred to as what? Parallel lines, right? And we also need a line called a transversal. That's a line that is drawn across the two parallel lines. Good. So you could see that anytime two lines meet or cross, or two or more line meets or cross, they create a space in between themselves, and those spaces are called what? Angle. So this is an angle, this is an angle, this is also an angle all around, right? So let us now look at the alternate angle from these parallel lines and a transversal. When an angle is formed in between these two parallel lines and along a transversal, like this angle, and another angle is also formed between the two parallel lines at the opposite side of the transversal, like this angle. You see, we say this angle and this angle are alternating, and alternate angles are equal. So if this angle is 150, then the angle here is also what? 150 degrees. Take note, the first angle must form in between the two parallel lines and at one side of the transversal, and the other must also form between the two parallel, but opposite to the first angle form, for you to get the alternate angle. So this angle and this angle are alternating, and therefore they are the same. Alternate angles have the same measure, right? So let's look at corresponding angle. Say this angle is formed right here, right? The angle is formed right here. That is opposite the two parallel lines, okay? And then with the transversal. Another angle is also formed here. This angle formed here. Can you see it? But this angle is formed in between the two parallel lines along the transversal, right? At the same side of the transversal. So the two angles are at the right side of the transversal, and they are called corresponding angle. So if this angle is 30 degrees, then the angle here must also be 30 degrees, and they are called corresponding angles. So they form along the transversal at the same side of the transversal, okay, at the same side of the transversal, and one is within the two parallel lines along the transversal, one is outside the two parallel lines along the transversal. Thank you for following. At appropriate time, we'll learn how to apply this in solving problem. Bye.